Bai Lu getting on the wrong bus sounds like a harmless blooper, but OTP CAT couldn't ignore how a tiny mistake suddenly turned into one of the most replayed fan moments of the day. Because sometimes, what looks like clumsiness is actually the clearest signal of how an idol brand is being shaped in real time. On April 24th, during the filming of Keep Running in Gwangju, Bai Lu arrived alongside guest Lee Yoon-rae, surrounded by heavy traffic and dense crowds of fans. At first glance, it looked like the usual chaotic variety show environment, fans shouting, cameras rolling, staff rushing. But the detail that caught attention wasn't the crowd itself. It was what happened when Bai Lu stayed just a little too focused on fan interaction, walking while waving, smiling, and responding to cheers, until she stepped onto the wrong production bus. The moment inside the bus reportedly lasted only seconds. Bai Lu paused, froze briefly as if realizing something felt off, then broke into an awkward laugh before rushing back down. Lee Yoon-rae followed with similar confusion, later teased online as looking like a student who entered the wrong classroom too early. On paper, it's comedic timing. In practice, it's something more interesting, because this wasn't just a mistake caught by cameras. It was a mistake caught by fans. And that distinction matters. What's notable is how quickly Bai Lu recovered. After stepping off the wrong bus, she resumed waving at fans and boarded the correct vehicle without visible frustration. The expression described by fans, slightly embarrassed, but composed, fits almost perfectly into the image she has cultivated over the years: approachable, slightly clumsy, but emotionally steady. The internet didn't treat the moment as a failure. Instead, it reinforced her long-running nickname as a clumsy comedy actress, connecting this incident to earlier stories about daily-life mishaps and kitchen accidents. But here's where the situation becomes more layered. Photos circulating online showed Bai Lu wearing an elegant headscarf styled with a ribbon reminiscent of Hyun-inspired aesthetics, giving her a polished, almost cinematic appearance. The contrast between that refined visual and the moment of confusion created an oddly perfect comedic duality. Fans even began circulating hashtags referencing her looking like a Hyun woman today, blending cultural imagery with humor. That contrast, polished appearance versus human error, may be exactly what keeps audiences emotionally invested. Because in today's variety ecosystem, authenticity isn't just appreciated, it's engineered. Another small but telling detail: fans reported that Bai Lu was so focused on acknowledging them that she opened the bus window to wave more clearly, even missing cues about vehicle positioning. That raises an interesting question: was this simply distraction, or a deliberate prioritization of fan engagement over logistical precision? In an era where idols compete for emotional loyalty, choosing fan interaction, even imperfectly, can carry more long-term value than appearing flawlessly controlled. Then comes the twist. This incident happened on the same day anticipation was building for a themed episode featuring multiple guests, widely expected to deliver comedic highlights. Online chatter even suggested that leaked behind-the-scenes moments felt funnier than the final broadcast might be. That sentiment reveals something deeper about modern variety shows. Sometimes the off-camera chaos becomes more marketable than the scripted segments themselves. And just days later, Bai Lu's partnership with Blue Moon was set to roll out a new campaign on April 28, centered around her naturally cute and relatable image. The timing feels almost too aligned. When a brand narrative depends on relatability, moments like this, whether accidental or amplified, fit seamlessly into commercial storytelling. So the real question isn't whether Bai Lu getting on the wrong bus was funny. It clearly was. The more interesting question is whether moments like this represent spontaneous chaos or carefully preserved imperfections that strengthen idol relatability in an increasingly competitive industry. Because in a landscape where audiences crave realness, even a wrong step onto the wrong bus can quietly become the right move for long-term branding. And if there's one place that keeps tracing those subtle industry signals before they become obvious trends, it's OTP CAT, where the smallest moments often reveal the biggest shifts hiding beneath the surface.